Abandoned by his parents at level 3, Entrana was raised by monks on the Holy Island. As he learned more about his dark past, he became motivated, grew stronger, and then ventured off to find and defeat his evil mother. Chunk by chunk, new challenges will arise, but failure is not an option, for he pledges to save Gielinor. This is the Entrana Saga, a story-based Iron Man Chunk series. Thank you for tuning in to watch the second season of the Entrana Saga. If you haven't seen the first season, it will be linked in the description. A fair warning, this series was my first experience with video editing and narrating gameplay, so the first few episodes of Season 1 are a little rough. Anyways, what kind of account is this? Put simply, I'm an Iron Man restricted to certain chunks of the RuneScape map. As determined by my rule set, I must complete all tasks in the chunk before moving on. There are 3 main rule sets that chunkers use. I am playing according to the vanilla rule set. And similar to other chunkers, I have some modifications which I've laid out here. The most notable additions are that I must receive all monster drops up to a 1 in 500 drop rate, and also my best in slot gear can be crafted or be a processed item. The 2 exceptions are that agility shortcuts do not count as a training method, and cleaning herbs is not a chunk task. Alright, so I'm a vanilla chunker. When I complete a chunk, I get to roll a new one. For this, I follow a process that I've named Serpent Alterna per Trace. My rollable chunks follow a snake format, stemming off from one end, known as the leading end. To ensure a challenging variety of content, after 3 chunks have been rolled at one end, the leading end will switch to the other. Season 2 begins with a new leading end, the Wilderness. As a result, my only rollable chunks are those in the Wilderness. My journey began on Entrana, which introduced difficulty with game mechanics. Luckily, Entrana has superpowers. Presently, these powers do not confer any benefit to the account, they just make the account possible. My first superpower is that I can climb up the ladder from Entrana Dungeon to the Entrana mainland. And standard Entrana rules apply, I cannot bring weapons or armor back up that ladder. My second superpower is my home teleport, which brings me back to Entrana. This does carry a penalty of a 50% reduction on any runes I carry in my inventory, excluding those that are in my looting bag. This account's trajectory is story-based. The story sometimes adapts to the chunks I roll, and sometimes it involves quest completion, but I work to ensure that those quests do not provide any meaningful benefits. Speaking of, here's a list of quests that I've completed. If quest items were received, I've ridded myself of them. And last, for transparency, I've described all cases where rules have been bent or the tasks modified. I needed to film extra scenes after the Nature Spirit quest, and I got 4 extra agility experience, but I've triple checked and this did not affect any possible sequence of XP rewards from books or lamps, even looking at it from a 12 XP perspective. Anyways, so playing a chunk account is hella fun. If you're interested in trying it out, check out this link in the description, which will bring you to a website made by SourceLink, who's also known as Source Chunk. It's a program that helps guide your chunking journey, and you can also take a gander at his YouTube series. Before jumping into the content, I wanted to recap Season 1, but after 20 days of in-game time played, I had trouble summarizing the video and chunk progression in less than 10 minutes, so I've decided to make a separate video with a comprehensive summary. Here, I'll do a brief recap of Episode 11 from Season 1. The Nature Spirit can locate Entrana mother, also known as Hanera Torment, if provided remnants of her influence. Entrana brings the Nature Spirit a branch from the Draymond Tree, which had been afflicted by the Tunini curse cast, reportedly by Entrana mother. The Nature Spirit performs the Localis Coordinatum spell and can generally localize her to the wilderness, but dark magics prevent greater precision. Thus, Entrana is headed to the wilderness. With respect to chunk progression, Entrana just finished the East Falador chunk, which had numerous tasks, the most prominent being mining, smithing, crafting, and cooking grinds. Since this was the third chunk rolled on the Snake's Asgardian end, the next chunks to roll will be on the Wilderness end. Let's get into it. Alright, here is Chunk Picker V2, made possible by Source Chunk. He has a YouTube series and makes himself available on Discord. Definitely check out this quality dude. It has been 78 days since my last chunk roll, but we will now reset that streak. I'm still editing the last episode of Season 1, but I'm so excited to see what I get. First up, we're going to mark off that I received the strawberry seed from the guard. There it is. And now we have 82 of 82 tasks completed. Alright, so what can I roll? So we have 4 rollable chunks. We have a 50% chance of rolling the Slayer Cave because chunks 1 and 3 both have entrances to the Slayer Cave within their territories. These chunks would take a long time based on the drop tables of the monsters that are inside. Between the two of these, I would much rather prefer chunk 3. It's lower wilderness, though it does have bring access to Ents, which would then generate a 75 firemaking grind. Chunk 4 is not a big deal, it just includes a couple of low level drop tables, and I won't be able to hunt those Chinchampas over there. Chunk 2 is definitely the least desirable. It has lava dragons and probably Vedion. I just really don't want that one. So that's all we're going to say. I'm not going to go over everything in that much detail. We'll go over it when we roll it, but those are the main things. It's Slayer Cave, it's Vedion and lava dragons, and then it's chillaxing. We've waited 78 days, but now it is time. Let's roll our next chunk. Let's find out what we get. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright. Second favorite. But this is good because we are now pretty distanced from Vedion. Like in order to get Vedion, we'd have to roll this chunk and then that chunk. So that's what, 33% plus 33%. I don't know, 11% chance. It does not appear to have Venenatus in it. Oh, I forgot about that. We can finally get that crossbow. Dude, I'm pumped. There's 482 chunk tasks. Let's see what my best... Okay, so I'm going to have to get 85 magic because I can get the teleport block spell and 40 range. Those are the only 2 skills. So now more than ever, I need a staff. I need a staff, dude. 100%. Alright, so here is the chunk card detailing the tasks that we'll need to complete. Relative to the East Falador chunk, it looks a lot simpler, but I have a feeling that it's going to take a while. The monsters in the Wilderness Slayer Cave have a specific tertiary drop table that includes a lot of useful drops, but it does unfortunately also include this Blighted Teleport spell sack. And as a vanilla chunker, I do need to complete the base level processing for items. For instance, if I got a blood rune like I did last chunk, I'd have to do Wind Wave, not Fire Wave. And with the Blighted Teleport sack, there's only 2 actions that I can perform, and they both require 85 magic. So I'm going to need to get 85 magic. And this will undoubtedly be the most time-consuming part of this chunk. It would be agony to manually cast Fire Strike all the way to level 85, so getting a staff from Clue Scrolls is going to be crucial, critical, important, very important. Also, black dragons do drop rune knives, so I'm going to need to get 40 range. Now for the drop tables. Apart from the Black Knight, all of these monsters are going to be in the Wilderness Slayer Cave. And these monsters are stronger, higher level variants that you'll find elsewhere. The good news is that they also have better drops, such as some of these best in slot items. The bad news is I can't bring weapons or armor, which they are, back from the wilderness, and I can't even bring weapons armor to the wilderness because I have to go through Entrana both ways. So really, these best in slot items are only best in slot in the wilderness. I'll need to develop a strategy in order to kill all of these monsters. Maybe the drops from one will help me fight another. One thing I have my eye on is the adamant scimitar drop that these bandits drop. I think that'll be really useful. The problem is being in combat, I can't log out, and I'm a hardcore, so that's a problem. Oh, and by the way, this greater demon does not have a tuna on its drop table, or at least the wiki says so. Anyways, so I need to do some exploring. Let's check it out. All right, well, let's go over the inventory. I have my anchovy pizzas and potato with cheeses for combo eating, and then just extra food or additional combo eat. The strange fruit is for the anti-venom or anti-poison, and also run energy. I also have a regular anti-poison. I have attack potion, strength potion, defense potion. I have snare. Oh my god, I didn't bring enough earth runes or water runes. I have snare as a desperate way of binding my enemies. And then I have Elks. I don't think I'm going to use most of those right now because I think what I'm going to end up doing is simply going for the Black Knight. So the region locker plugin is currently down, but here's Boneyard, here's my new chunk, and the problem with me wanting to go just for the Black Knights up here is it's a lot more populated due to Venenatus being right here. Yeah. Anyways, my strategy right now, obviously I don't have any weapons. So remember, going down into this dungeon, I lose a lot of my prayer points. I only have 3 left. Once I'm able to start killing some of the monsters in the Wilderness Slayer dungeon, there's a chance to get blighted super restore potions to restore my prayer, which would be incredible. Oh, and the reason for the bronze bolts is because I'm going to pick up that bronze crossbow that spawns east of the Boneyard. Whether or not that's going to be useful, no clue. I'm guessing it's garbage. My range level is garbage. I'll have to go back and get my range level up, but right now I'm kind of just scouting the area out. Well, that was great timing. Excuse me. Hey, you, sir, excuse me. Your name's Larry, right?
Who, me? Yes, I'm Larry. Hey, you're that guy who was killing all these skeletons. Why, I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, you know what would go great with that bald head?
Okay, wait, just listen.
A cape. Only 15 coins. What do you say?
No, I don't have money with me.
Oh, don't worry. I accept other illicit forms of payment.
Stop, listen. I'm looking for someone. Hanera Torment. Have you seen her?
Hanera the Enchantress? What? Are you mad? That's not somebody you just go looking for.
She's my mother.
What? You came out of that?
Have you seen her?
No, but I ain't looking. I know she owned those caves out to the east. She rents them out to hunters. It's a zoo in there.
Thanks, I'll check it out.
I wouldn't go that way if I were you. At least bring a cape, 50 coins or an OTP.
N-O, no thank you. Goodbye. Okay, so that was pretty disturbing. Alright, and there's that steel dagger, which will be a magic bonus once I do start bringing runes out here. There it is, the crossbow. And so the benefit of me using a crossbow is that I'll be out of combat, and I'll be able to log out. There's the other steel dagger. I don't know yet how I'm gonna fight these. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for this. Okay, so obviously I need to be more organized. First and foremost, I need to be able to defend myself, and I think the best way to do that is to get blighted items like the blighted super restores and blighted snares. Of the 9 monsters in the Wilderness Slayer Cave, the Ice Giant has the lowest combat and is also in the lowest wilderness depth, so I'm gonna kill those first. Next, I need to know where I'm going. I've never been in the Wilderness Slayer Cave before, and this map is not super useful, and frankly, it just looks like a maze. It's confusing. So going back to my Call of Duty days, I've assigned names to each area and pathway. Each episode, I'll continue adding details to this map as I learn more. And last, I need to solidify how I'm going to be killing all these mobs. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have to try and get my range level up, because that might be what I use in there a good amount. So I'm going to turn these into iron knives. I think I already have some. And what I'm going to do is train my range over on men. I think I might be using a bronze crossbow in the wilderness. And it's because I was able to pick these up. Like this is a resource essentially. I can only get these from men and guards. And I can bring them to the wilderness. And then I can find the crossbow and use them as ammo. I might be one of the very few people who find use to the bronze bolts that they pick up early on during the account. But we'll see. Here we are, once again, at the anvils, Pallado Mines, making knives. What does his left hand do during this? I think he's supposed to be holding on to something here with his left hand. Do you think when they made this animation they forgot to put in the tool that he's using with his left hand? Alright, only like 10 more inventories or something like that to go. I'm thinking that level 2 men and women are going to be the best things for me to go for during this training, because they're going to give me herbs, which I'm starting to think about training up my herb lore. And also I can get both the beginner and easy clues. So I'm going to be clue juggling this easy, and here we go. Starting at 25 range. I have a boatload of exciting updates to tell you. Alright, so I'm about to get 30 range. Let's just do that right now. And you'll notice that there's 2 clue scrolls on the ground. Both of those easies are easies that I can do. So right now I'm juggling easy clue steps. So that's excellent. There's 30 range, which is really not that impressive of a level. I also got a mystery box, wonderful. And last but not least, I got a Runefest shield. Alright, but yeah, 2 clue scrolls, man. So that means I am definitely not going back to the wilderness until I complete these. As a reminder, with the chunks that I have, I am able to do 13 of 161 easy clue scrolls, which is like a 1 in 12. So a 1 in 12 times the 1 in whatever it is to get a clue to begin with. It's like probably 1,000 something. Look at all these herbs, man. Look at all these herbs. Woo! The greenery. Let's go. Yep. I guess I've never really described what I would want from an easy clue. There's the 1 in 36 air staff, which would be incredible. With an 85 magic grind, I'm gonna need something to cast, man. So I'm gonna eventually have to get it from beginner clues or easy clues. So that's number 1. After that, I'd like that bow. It's the rainbow. That's a cool ass looking bow, man. And I have a lot of bronze and iron arrows that I'd be able to shoot, and I think they shoot for a longer distance than these knives would. So maybe I could even use a bow over here by goblin. And number 3 is probably blessings. I'm pretty sure I can bring a blessing to Entrana and then into the wilderness, so that's some extra prayer bonus. I'm not really worried about bringing it to the wilderness, because if I, at least for the first death, oh hell yeah, dude. I'm loving it. Oh, I'm gonna get a level. Let's do it. What nice timing. 8 agility, hell yeah. Thank you, sir. I know that this is not something I'd get, but it's possible. A golden apron, because depending on what I end up rolling If I somehow got to here, basically the crafting guild is what I'm trying to say, then I'd be able to use that gold apron. Alright, so quick review. Number 1, I want an air staff. Number 2, I want a bow. I might like the rain more than the willow. And then blessings, amulet of power, gold apron, things like that. And since you're asking me so many questions, sure, I'll tell you what I'd like from a beginner clue scroll. Of course, the staffs. After that, I'd like monk robes. And after that, whatever the bows come from that one, which are probably like up to oak. And there is 37 range. What I'm gonna do now is switch over to magic. I gotta juggle these clues back to the bank and then juggle them back out here. That won't be too bad. The reason I want to do mage is because I'm going to go after goblins. I don't want to waste these, and I can't throw them that far. I can mage further. Because I need to finish up this easy clue scroll. Because I want to go into the wilderness tonight, and right now this clue grind is holding me up. I think I'm just going to go for 3, and then I'll go for a casket. But here we are, about to start killing the goblins and try and do the clue stuff. The region plugin I think is still not working well. I guess I could try it here with you and lose these clues real quick. Alright. Well, I guess the region thing is not working. Well, I just had the most wonderful realization. I forgot my law runes for telegrab, so I'm gonna have to juggle these all the way back. I guess we should officially set up our magic goal. Set to level 85. Oh boy. Alrighty then, it's been fun, but I am going to call it here. Treasure Trails, it's a distraction and a fun one, but it is becoming too much of a distraction right now. I'm going to try and attempt this easy clue with only 2 steps. Alright, the first stop is to visit the bartender at the Rusty Anchor in Port Sarum. Exactly what it says. Hopefully it's one we can do. No, it's not. Right now I need to smith some items. Steel full hum, steel plate body, iron plate skirt. Here we are, back again, at the anvil, in the dwarven mines of Falador. The dwarves are swarming me right now. Oh fuck! Happy clicker, my dad always called me. And now, it's time to dance. Hope you brought your dancing shoes. Alright, here we go. Put it on, do our dance, talk to her. Yes, dude! Oh, yes! That's so exciting. Straight away, right? Oh my god! Oh my god! No way, dude! Oh, it's funny, I'm so much more pumped for the Willow Longbow than the Zamorak Rope Top, but this is so good too. Oh my god, dude. Check it out! Oh, I can long range, dude. I should be able to kill those goblins. It's like, this is the strongest longbow that I can get, I'm pretty sure, right now. I have no idea what 20 range attack means. I don't know what that tells me. I kind of know what this means though. Oh, it has magic attack bonus and the magic stick. Look at new max mage +7. This is insane, dude. 6 prayer bonus. That changes a lot. It does. It doesn't change everything, I won't say that. I can use arrows. I've never shot an arrow from a bow, and I've been collecting them, not like super actively. Yeah, this isn't even that much, man. What an amazing, easy clue. It's my second one. My first one I got this, right? Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, so there's a slight modification to my inventory. I'm bringing some fire strikes, and I have the correct amount of earth and water runes now for snare. And I don't know, that's probably most of the changes. I did bring an attack and strength potion because I think I'm going to just go with range for now and mage. I'm really hoping the safe spot by the ice giants works, otherwise I'm gonna have to grab the steel dagger. What the fuck? This guy follows me all over the place. Okay, so here we go. Here's our spot. Here's our first attempt at an ice giant. I'm using bronze bolts and a crossbow. So ice giants do drop weapons and armor, but again, that's something I can't bring back. I'd have to elk it for GP. The things that I would want most from ice giants are probably adamant arrows and the seed drop table, things like limpwort seeds or maybe herb seeds. And then of course, always, I think the most important thing right now, especially right now, is the Wilderness Slayer Cave tertiary table, which includes the blighted items like blighted food. So that will immediately become my best food source. If I get a prayer potion, super restore, like let me check real quick. I have it. Like look, blighted oh nice. So I got herb seed already, and then the blighted anglerfish. Okay, so here I am in the second safe spot. I can pin one against the wall here because it's trying to run away because I'm like outside of its zone. A blighted vengeance sack. So that's something I can't use. Oh my god, an Anku can get in here. Fuck. Dude, look how far this Anku can go. Oh my god, and there's not even a limit over here? What the hell is that, dude? Dude, this guy's crazy! Look how far he can go. His zone is like up here. Oh my god, really? What the fuck? How far can these guys go? It's just too slow right now. My accuracy is really low. I'm losing bolts now. Maybe I'll try doing the fire strike, but it's just not sustainable. Alright, so that is where, and I got an Irrit seed. This is where my 85 magic requirement comes from, the Blighted Teleport spell sack. I'm gonna have to use one of these eventually. Here's Ice Giant kill number 6. Fire strikes are much better. Adamant sword. So there's a flinching weapon, but more than likely I'm just gonna be using that to elk. Ice Giant number 7, what do you have for me? We can do this. We can finish this chunk. Another adamant dagger, blighted snare, so yes, that's good. That saves me inventory spaces. Strawberry seeds! Woo! The bow that I got, I'm just thinking about it again. The Willow Longbow, it has an attack range of 9, and then if I do long range, it's 10, which is just as far as magic spells. Magic spells all go 10 squares. Magic was powerful and fun here, but I know it's not sustainable with the density, like how thick my drop table requirement is for this chunk, with all the monsters and the things they have going up to 1 in 500 drops. It's not feasible to be using magic throughout the whole time. Range seems more feasible, but I am gonna run into a ammo issue. Don't think I'm gonna make that much more progress right now. I need a higher range level, but I think this is a good first try. So I can't bring this back, can't bring that back. And I don't want my runes to get squished by my little rules here, my superpowers. So I'm gonna put my runes in here. All right, let's head home. All right, here we are. Let's evaluate our loot from that. Let's just check. Alright, so I have the Blighted Vengeance Sacks and Tangle Teleport. I got some seeds, Irit, Marentil, Candentine, whatever. And nature runes are pretty good. These bad boys, and now I have these too. That's nice. I must say, looking like a beast, right? Nice. I just missed it, but now I am 40 range. That is the requirement necessary to wield the rune knife once I get that drop from, I think it is Black Dragons. Things are going pretty well. It's a slow attack speed, but I find that it's perfectly fine. Oh, and by the way, I got a clue scroll that is in Port Sarim. It's the Port Sarim fishing shop. The arrow picking up is a little rough, but I still have 552. Alright, we're coming up on the end of our iron arrows. I only have, what, 8 left now? 7 after this. And then after that I have 579 bronze. We're nearing, what is that, 42? 42 range. So that's pretty decent. It's much better than we had before. I think we went to the caves with 37. I don't think I have as much luck as I previously did, such that I can finish an easy clue in just 2 tries again, or 2 steps, but we may have to try it. 42 range, and I just finished that with a quad kill. I killed 4 of these bad boys in a row. At that point, I'm gonna make my way back to the wilderness. It's time to get out there. I have only about a little over 200 bronze arrows left, and this should be the level. 43 range, and I'm going to do this easy clue. Port Sarim fishing shop. Cross our fingers and hope that we get a doable second step. Nope. Check it out. Woo! Still can't get over that. Another clue. Varrock. Alright, no problem. That was exactly a 3-minute kill, which would suggest 20 kills per hour. Oh, there's a high elk. That's good. 2.3k. Money, money, money. Watermelon seed. Karambuan. Hey, I just got a limpwort seed. That's pretty cool. That means I can plant that and actually make my own strength potions now. Hopefully it doesn't die when I plant it. Mithril plate legs. Terramin seed. Woo! Alright, I am like falling asleep as I'm standing here, so this is going to be the last one. I am going to go to bed. There's some death runes. So that was 28 kills on day 1. I'm pretty proud. I think I did well. There's hope. We can definitely get this done. And that'll wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. All of that material was from day 1 of the new chunk, way back in November. So I still have a lot of material to publish, but I'll be doing it at a comfortable rate. Here's the chunk card. We achieved 40 range, but the bulk of our progress remains to be seen. I look forward to having you all follow my journey. Peace out.